Everybody. Yes, as many as you know, Israel attacked Iran tonight at 2:42. The massive Mossad attack took place. And I was awake and following all the stuff, and yeah. I had the whole time the feeling, also yesterday, there is a kind of breakthrough in the air, but I not really expected that. And yeah, now it's out and the bombs are falling. And tonight it was about 300 attacks. Israel flew into Iran, and we will see what is going on now. Putin already said they are standing with Iran, and Trump is standing with Israel. So how far are we? This is a question. And for me, it's always when you're seeing what is going on in Israel, you can see what is going on in your own life. So this was always like this. And because Israel is the middle of the world, they are the chosen people of God, and what God is doing with them. And we are also in the time where God is now judging the nations and also judging a lot of Christian leaders and obviously also other leaders. And yeah, there is a point where God is saying enough is enough. So he is a God of mercy, of course, but he is also protecting his people. This is for sure. And what I see now in America, in Canada, and obviously also in other countries, many Christian leaders are falling because they are abusing people like crazy, not only in the Christian also in the financial area, and of course sexual abuse. So, and some of them, they are going to court and will get judged. And this is the same for the nation. The nation will get judged from God how the nation are standing towards Israel. And now everything will get revealed in front of our eyes. So, and it's all in the Bible already. So this is not surprising, but in a kind surprising that it's now. So, Israel always surprised me since the 7th of October 23. So what they did and how they did and how specific they did. And of course there is also civilians, they are suffering, but they are also suffering in Israel. So hello. And it's not only this greater is sailing into Gaza Strip, ridiculous. So anyway, everybody needs to do what they think they have to do, I guess. So, and for me, it's really another call for praying. But I know the people they are already standing with Israel. They are in prayer, of course, and I really want to remind everybody that they also pray for the other Middle East countries. So pray for the civilians in Iran. This is for sure. And now most of the IDF are going out of Gaza now because they have now another fight to fight. And the IDF is now in the air and trying to attack all the drones who are coming from Iran. But it was the same when I was in Israel last year. The bombs the missiles, the big missiles only need 12, 13 minutes and then they are crashing into Israel. So it will be a hot day today in Israel. Not only from the temperature, I can tell. So, and yeah, please pray for Israel, pray for the Middle East, pray for all the civilians. It doesn't matter in which country they are, and pray that all the terror organization will tear it down. So, and I'm in the final stage of writing the book. I'm in the almost at the finish line, and I can see now the whole picture of the book. I can see the whole story behind it. I can see all the pearls and the diamond, what is in the story, and that it's all about love. So I had many years. I prayed a prayer and I almost forgot it. So, and Holy Spirit was reminding me of that. At the beginning of my Christian life, I prayed the prayer, please break me for love. So, and I mentioned this already in the other video, in the previous video, but I got reminded again. Now I'm in the last chapters of the book. It's all about love. It is all about love. And this whole situation, what is now taking place in the Middle East and maybe spreading around the whole world, we need to be prepared for that. The only thing we can conquer this is with love. So no fights, no whatever. So, and I know that the terror organization don't want to go to the table again, and Iran don't want to negotiate again, and I know. But still we need to pray that they can face love. I know about this narcissism of the world, and I can break it down to my own life, what I have experienced the last months, and facing the basement of the narcissistic people and facing the shame is huge. It's really huge, and this is what it's all about. And we are coming back to this fight from thousands and thousands of years ago, evil against good. So this is God against the devil. So, and the beautiful fallen angel, the devil, who is the first narcissist on earth, is fighting against God and is using us to fight against the love of the world and to create a center of hatred around the world here. So, and it's always the old story. This is the story behind this all. So, and I'm not getting tired of spreading love and speaking about love and telling, please love your enemy. This is all we can do. I had a meeting with a healing preacher 2 days ago, and he's in a healing ministry for 40 years now, and he's based in Norway and has also a ministry in Canada, in British Columbia. And we sit together and we were speaking about the indigenous people in Canada, and we have both a heart for them. And he told me, I didn't know this, so he told me when the Spain people came to Canada hundreds of years ago, he said they killed way more people than Hitler killed. So, and I mean, Stalin also killed more people than Hitler did, but they killed 40 million indigenous people. 40 million. So, and there were a lot of indigenous, of course, dying because of the diseases they did know. And the bodies had no antibacterials against that. So, and yeah. But you can also see there, and this is also still going on, this is hate, pure hate. And as far that I see my last years when I was together with indigenous people, it doesn't matter where it was, in America, in Canada, in Germany, in eastern part of Europe, it doesn't matter, to break the circle of hatred in the indigenous people and also in the not indigenous people is really heavy. So, because nobody wants to take one step, they are both afraid and they are both don't trust again, and they want their land back and whatever. And but this is not going. And this is the same with the two solution state there in the Middle East, with Palestine and Israel. It's not going. So, and it will never go. And yeah, so I think, yeah, the only thing I can pray as a Christian is Maranatha. Jesus, come back soon, and end this whole terrible thing, what is going on, and so many people must die. But until then, we can still spread love. And this is what I really want to encourage again and again and again, also today. Pray for Israel, pray for the IDF, and pray for the Middle East, pray for all civilians. It doesn't matter which country they are living. And please, please love on people. Love on your enemies. This is the only way you can create another society. So, and you are not creating narcissists again. So, because narcissism is an inheritance. So, and narcissist people are creating narcissists. This is for sure. And they're creating also empaths and codependency people. And there's the stance again between the empath and the narcissist. And there we go again, the next round. So, and we need to work. We need to work with the parents. I had another discussion with a friend of mine here about when a children has some tics or whatever, they are not coming along very good. You don't have to work with the children. You have to work with the parents. And I said, yes, that's true. Because many years ago, I got divorced and I wanted to study children psychology therapy. And I stopped because I said, now I will treat children, but what is when they are going back at home and the parents are the same? It's not going. So, and this was the reason I stopped many years ago to study this. And yeah, here we go. I got my answer to yesterday about that. And yeah, so you need to start in the family, in the society, to create another level of society, not of narcissism, but of love. And then you will transform not only your family and your neighborhood, you will transform countries, nations, and then it's spreading around the whole world. And this is the only thing who can stop this ongoing war. It's love. It was always love, and it will always be love. Okay, my friends, I will do another video when my book is finished, and there's another point I want to show light on it, because because out of the conversation I had with somebody, it is good to encourage people with all the signs and wonder and miracles I experienced and I saw around the world, but it's also necessary to speak about all the failures and all the holes I went into. And I will do this when the book is finished, and I will speak a little bit about the book, but I also will speak about a little bit about the failure, because when a person is always hearing what you are achieving, which healing you have and miracles with God, and they are trying the same and they don't get that, they are crashing to the floor. I know. So, and this is the reason I we'll speak about this the next time. I don't know if I will do this next week, maybe in 2 weeks. Okay, but until then, please, 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 please pray. Pray and spread love. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.